Welcome, Star Wars fans, to another episode of the Escape Pod. I'm your host, Mitchell Smith, and we talk here about Star Wars. With me is the very excited Carl Eicher.
Yo, what's up, though?
And Mr. Ron Town.
That's my name.
Alright, so we have something important to talk about, guys, because I was watching Star Wars Rebels the other day, and something has been...
May I interject for a moment? Why?
Why? Because I like Star Wars more than you guys.
Thank you for your response.
You might, but not Star Wars made for 5-year-olds.
Anyways.
Thank you, Carl, for that
response.
response.
It is made for kids, but something big has been added to the Star Wars mythology and canon. Time travel is now a thing in Star Wars, and we need to talk about this. So basically, in the cartoon, one of the Jedi-esque characters...
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler for the...
We'll just tag it. We'll just tag it, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll tag the whole thing.
Yeah. So, anyways.
You want me to explain it? I think I can do it pretty fast.
Yeah,
all right, Carl, please explain it to layman terms.
Ezra finds a Jedi temple, gets sucked into this portal, and a few seasons earlier, Ahsoka was fighting Vader to cover an escape for the Rebel crew, and was presumed dead because there was
she wasn't presumed dead. You could kind of tell that she was alive. It was kind of wishy-washy.
Yeah, you were supposed to think that maybe she's not around anymore. But essentially, Ezra, through this temple, is able to peer through a portal, and as Vader is about to strike her down,
saves her.
Pulls her backwards through this portal and saves her.
And then they have these other hijinks in the portal where the Emperor comes in and he does some stuff too. But there's some crazy stuff happening, and basically it makes time travel a thing in Star Wars. It's not like super. And also, you guys maybe didn't see at the end of the episode, they kind of destroy the temple, so it kind of eliminates this particular version of time travel in this arc. So I kind of like that, but it opens the possibility now that there is time travel possible in Star Wars.
Well, through the Force, I will say through the Force, anything is possible. So it doesn't surprise me that this is something. I think that its use should not be used because it'll just be an excuse for lazier writing, plot-wise.
Lazy writing, and it's hard to write
good time travel,
good time travel stories.
I think they did good in this episode, though. You guys did not see the episode, but I think it was a good way of doing it.
I thought the temple looked cool. It looks like they're in Tron. That was neat because time, is weird. So I'm into that. But I don't know. I didn't know anything that was going on. What is time?
What is this, ice?
What is this? Is this?
Anyways,
ice?
Before when Disney acquired Star Wars and they announced their directors, I kind of saw this coming because they hired 3 directors, all of whom have directed. So they hired J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, and Colin Trevorrow, who is no longer going to direct one. But all those 3 directors have directed their own movies with time travel. J.J. Abrams directed the first Star Trek, which did time travel great. I feel like they had great time travel in that movie.
Yeah, but maybe they just wanted
Rian Johnson,
they wanted
Looper,
someone who's over it already. Okay, well we won't do time travel because these guys have already done time travel.
And
so
Colin Trevorrow did a movie called Safety Not Guaranteed, which is another great indie type time travel. So I always thought it was a matter of time before time travel was added. I thought it would have been in these new trilogies maybe. But they added it in the cartoon, which is kind of okay, you're taking a big leap for the cartoon.
Just boo.
You don't like it? Why not? Why don't you like it?
It's not made for us. So,
I don't like the concept of time travel because
I thought you were talking about the show.
It is inherently a paradox.
You don't like any movie. You don't like Back to the Future. You don't like Harry Potter 3.
No, it's a paradox.
Specifically,
Harry Potter 3 is the only one with time travel.
Whichever.
Yeah, and it cheapens the rest of this.
That's my favorite one, dude. I love time. Looper. You don't like Looper from Rian Johnson?
Looper's a decent movie, but I just
weird Bruce Willis chin. I love it. It's funny.
It's really difficult to do time travel well, and it was done really poorly in the scene that I've seen from that episode. It just
reach in and grab him through the portal.
It's lazy. It's lazy writing.
Okay. What do you think, Ron?
So did Vader see this happen and go, oh, someone must have time traveled and pulled them into this portal or something?
I guess so, yeah.
So
I guess
then
he would have to.
Vader would be then
maybe not,
immediately aware of this.
But here's another thing: Yoda's aware of it because Yoda was been in there. Like they had a scene where he's just in space.
Don't like it. That I didn't know that. So that makes it
so
even worse.
there's earlier scenes where you figure out now
Luke,
that
just
that's
go
where
back
they
in
were.
time and have us stop training Anakin.
But that's the thing; it's not that easy. It's like you got to go to this temple. There's only certain places. I mean, we could see they could make it. It could be really bad, but I think so far
sounds like an ace in the hole. They're gonna whip out when they don't know what to do. Hopefully not.
Is that what you guys are
wrong.
afraid of?
Yep.
Is that they're gonna use it
Time
poorly?
travel in Star Wars.
I hope this was the only instance that it ever comes about.
It sounds like they were gonna do that if they're sinking the temple. That sounds to me like they're saying, "Okay, we're done. This was just a gimmick for this."
That was just an idea. We didn't really like it. We needed another episode for Rebels because we're just filling mindless content with nothing really happening.
It wasn't lazy though.
Rebels.
It was the plan
schedule.
all along.
Is pointless storylines to keep people occupied with Star Wars.
Yep. Do you remember Star Wars? It was on last night. Yeah, how could I forget?
All right, let's not just bash
It's a good
Rebels.
strat.
Let's talk about the time travel.
Rebels all night.
It's basically a piñata, and I am hungry for it.
But so there's no universe where a time travel movie comes out and it's a Star Wars movie that you enjoy. You don't think that's possible?
Now, if it was time traveling Ewoks, that would be something else. Could you imagine if Keanu Reeves teamed up with Wicket? Oh man, they could stop Spock all day when he goes evil.
You mean like Matrix? Like, dude, you could take anything. You could take. So basically, what they could do is they could do this whole Old Republic trilogy or whatever, and then they could take the characters from that trilogy and bring them forward.
What would happen if Kylo Ren went back in time?
Oh yeah, Kylo Ren could go back in time
and became a car salesman. Hi, I'm Kylo Ren. It's like an SNL sketch. So hopefully it doesn't get there.
Kylo Ren is a boss.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen that, you should look that up. It's pretty great. Undercover boss Kylo Ren.
All right, so final verdict: Carl hates time travel. Ron, I liked it. I thought it was okay.
I mean, if they keep that self-contained, sure, but the fact that it's like known by really wise people who'd be like, Yoda would see that and go, we could fix a lot of stuff with this.
Let's go find some more temples.
Or B.
Oh no!
Oh gosh.
Well, go ahead, finish your B, and we gotta go.
He'd be smart enough to know that we don't mess with time travel. That's hopefully what it is. But we really gotta get going, guys. I can see the fire.
Yeah, we can't go back in time and redo this episode.
Okay, the fire's on my socks, guys. Okay, that's my.
Yeah, we should have stopped this fire.
That smells my hair.
You already stopped the recording.
Like the whole shtick, it's just like.
Are you still recording?
I am.
Oh.